right, welcome everyone to this week's reps call. This is the 1st of April, but this is not a joke. We are having in the room today Celia, Andy, Mary, Liv, Tayo, Arpan, Rao, and Francesca. We also having Cairo, who is watching us on Ermo. Cairo, if you are watching us, do let us know on Matrix that everything is okay. And today we are having two topics, so I'm gonna go fast. Firstly, Celia will talk about the photon campaign that is starting now, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit about the migration on the mailing list. So Celia, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us. Hi, everybody. My name is Celia. I'm a producer on the creative studio team within Mozilla Marketing. And Mary is also here joining from our team, and she leads our brand voice. And we wanted to talk to you about a project that we're very excited about, working on a photo shoot for Firefox and working with our product and engineering teams to create a series of new photography assets to be featured in the browser and in our marketing channels, which is super exciting because we haven't done this before, and we have a chance to feature real people's faces in the product. So it's a chance for a great brand moment for Firefox, starting with the new user onboarding experience. So the first thing you see after you download the browser. And then it's also a chance for some of our community members and users to get some real exposure in front of the Firefox users around the world, since we'll be sharing it on a lot of marketing channels and it'll be just right there in the browser. So, and we're hoping this will be a part of the next release on May 18, and then in Nightly even before that. So it's happening really soon, and we would love your help with this. So Mary's going to tell us a bit more about how you can get involved in the casting call that we're opening up starting today. So yeah, we're super excited and we'd love your help with this.
Yeah, thanks everyone for helping out with this, and thanks for the intro into this, Celia. We are mainly looking for Firefox users to feature in various placements. So could appear on social media, would appear for sure in our onboarding experience when people download Firefox for the first time, and maybe some other marketing places as well. And we're looking for all different types of people. We would like a range of people from different countries, people of different walks of life. We're especially looking for Firefox users who are also like makers and creators, maybe, you know, people like artists or musicians or bakers or builders, or it'd be really fun to have people who make something tangible, because we would like to photograph them or get photos of them submitted doing their actual craft, making the thing that they make or working on the thing that they work on. It would be cool to be able to represent that visually and just kind of show our audience just kind of the creative mojo that Firefox users have, and, you know, inspire people in that way. Yeah, so we're looking for a range of people, all different ages, ethnicities, gender, you know, nationality, languages. Just, we would love to show just like the rich tapestry that is our Firefox user base. And so we're really excited about that. And Celia, I don't know if you mentioned this, but we're looking for kind of two different methods of doing this. One would be people could submit their own images, and we could take a look at their images and see if we could feature their actual images in the same way that like Apple does its Shot on iPhone campaign that you've probably seen various places. And then we're also going to do a photo shoot, and we have 3 tentative locations for the photo shoot, so that kind of limits things a little bit in terms of where people would be shot, and that's the US, France, and Germany is where we're thinking we could tackle a photo shoot in the quickest amount of time, since we don't have a ton of time to get this done. So for the other countries, we would probably be looking at photo submissions, people submitting their own photos for us to take a look at and see if they could work for the space. So yeah, we're really excited about this. Does anybody have any questions or thoughts?
Any questions in the room? Sure, go ahead, Celia.
Yeah, I was just going to add the link to sign up. We have a little sign up form. I think will be posted in Discourse after the call. Yeah, we'll make sure people have the link.
Cool.
Oh, and in
First
terms of
question.
specifics,
Yeah.
the specifics on like where in those particular countries, we're going to let the submissions determine that. So if we get, an amazing user in New York or Cleveland or, Hamburg or Frankfurt or, Nice or, like we would go to that place. So we're going to kind of just look and see what we get to really zero in on where.
Cool. We also have a question on Etherpad. Until when can we submit our questions? No, I guess that our photos.
It's a really good question, and we don't have a deadline in there, but we are going to start reviewing submissions as early as next week. And lots of people in the Firefox org will be looking at that next week already. So it's happening really fast.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say it's the quicker the better.
Yeah.
And I should add one other thing too is in terms of just respecting people's privacy, the types of things that we would share about them is their name, where they live in terms of just their city in the world, and whether maybe how long they've been a Firefox user, if we could even find that out, if they've been a Firefox user for 10 years or 3 months or whatever it may be. And then if they wanted to share their story, we were thinking about maybe creating like a blog post or something along those lines, or even just writing a little bit in, maybe an Instagram post that could talk a little bit more about what it is they do. Maybe they're a sculptor or something like that, and would like to share a little bit of the story of how they got into that, or how it is that they're bringing that into the world, and maybe even how Firefox helps them do that. So yeah.
Cool. Another question that just came in is, it's on the chat. I will go first on that. Can we share with social media with some hashtags as well? I guess a competition.
Yeah, we're definitely open to that. If there's anyone in your community, friends and family, anyone who'd be interested or you think could be a good candidate, that's great to share.
Yeah, cool. We're currently not at the point where we're going to be sharing it out on our own social channels. Like we're not going to be putting it on the Firefox Twitter or anything like that yet, because we want to first dive into our community where we already kind of know we've got like awesome Firefox users, versus just like putting it out to the entire world where anybody can be like, oh, sure, I'm a Firefox user as of 3 minutes ago because I really want to promote my bakery or whatever it is. We were hoping to kind of dive into our community first before like we go really public with it.
That's cool. Old Sharpan says, yeah, that sounds great. We have another question. Will there be guidance for photos for people selected outside these countries? I guess outside the countries that are going to be photo shooting.
We're leaving it like guidance in terms of like the photo style, or I guess I could use a little bit more specifics on that. But I think so we're leaving it pretty open. I mean, obviously a beautiful photo would be great. So something where, maybe some effort went into it. I mean, we are thinking, about like Apple Shot on iPhone campaign as an example of like people are actually like trying to take a lovely photo. And so we're definitely looking for like a certain kind of taste level in terms of photo quality there. And let's see, I think there might be some specifics in there about like image size. I think that's included in the form. We got like the images are going to need to be like large enough to appear in like a decent sized browser, for example.
Yeah, we're keeping that pretty open, but one thing I'll add too is we're really looking for that human element and not so much posed and staged, more like the person and or the maker, creator, artist, whatever it is, like immersed in their craft, like doing their thing. Not so much like looking at the camera and posed. So yeah, it's pretty open in the form. That's if we're doing a photo shoot, that's definitely what we'll be looking to shoot.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a really good point, Celia. We would love to capture and document and show the person doing their thing. So if it's a person who plays the trumpet, please have them be playing the trumpet. Or if it's a person who works with flowers, maybe they're working with flowers, like doing their thing, and so that it's not just like a portrait of somebody smiling, but like them actually doing their craft or hobby or profession.
All right. Thank you very much. I don't know if there are any other questions in the room for Mary and Celia.
Please reach out to us anytime. We're available to talk about this more.
Cool.
Thanks so
and
much
there's
for
going to
everyone's help.
be,
We really appreciate it.
thank you for Mary and Celia for being here. There is also going to be a discourse post with the announcement around it. So if any questions come up, I will make sure that Celia and Mary actually get to answer those. People who you are in ERMO, any other questions, do add on the Etherpad. No, I don't see anything. On that note, then I will say hello to Luis, Leye, Lydia, and Michael, who joined a little bit later. Thank you for coming. And I also, Celia and Mary, you are welcome to stay for the rest of the call if you're interested. The next topic is going to be about discourse and Reps General and the move we are doing from the Reps General to the Google Groups. As you people know, the email that was sent out on Reps General, Mozilla is decommissioned the mailman emailing lists. And since the Reps General still is a mailman mailing list, we are going to transfer it to Google Groups. There was a question coming up on that announcement why we don't do that as discourse. The thing with the have it only on discourse that the Reps General is an NDA list, which means that if we do it on discourse, we need to have a closed group, and that closed group should be connected with people. So we need to create a new group on people in order to connect that, and that we don't have the resources to do. So for now, we're moving to Google Groups. I know there was an experiment around mentors and how we moved the mentors mailing list to discourse. It wasn't that successful. People were not reacting as much on discourse. That's also part of the consideration why we're sticking on the Google Groups. I would hope that we will all go on discourse, but for now we're moving on Google Groups until we make it also possible to have it fully as a private discourse topic. Anyone else would like to ask questions around it? No? All right. And on non-verbal updates, Cairo, who is always watching us
From
on
my
Mermo.
usual stand, there's
sorry, go ahead, Luis.
nothing to do, right? The transition is automatic, so you continue setting normally.
Yes, that is automatic. The Reps General was a closed group with no other connections, only emails. So what will happen is the IT team will take those emails and subscribe them automatically to Google Groups. So there is no action needed to be taken by the community. It's just going to happen on the weekend, I think on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, on the 3rd. And we're just going to receive a message that we are now migrated to Google Groups. Rao, I believe that was also your question, right? Rao says, okay, then we're good. Good. Any other questions about the mailing list? I don't see anything, but I guess if you have any other questions, there is a discourse topic you can also ask there. And then on the verbal updates, Cairo likes to remind us that Mozilla turned 23-year-olds yesterday. Congratulations, everyone. Cairo did a blog post asking, is Mozilla still needed nowadays? And you can read the post from Cairo. Cairo has a lovely post if you're interested to check on that. It's an old organization, 23 years also for the open internet. It's a big deal. So congrats everyone who is a volunteer here. All right, that is the end of the call. Happy Fool's Day, by the way. It's April the 1st. This weekend, Catholics and Protestants are celebrating the Easter. So for you that are Christian, Catholic, either Catholics or Protestant, or living in a country that is celebrating it, happy holidays, I wish to you all. Happy extending long weekend for people here in Germany. A reminder that Francesca and I, both Friday and Monday, we are off because we are living in a country that is Germany that is celebrating Easter. So happy Easter for those of you who are celebrating. If you're not celebrating, happy holidays, happy days off. We'll see each other again next week. We will have more updates about the Proton campaign that is coming up, that we shouldn't call it Proton publicly, but yes. It's coming up. We talked about it last week a little bit, and it's gonna come online on the 9th of April. You will receive more information then. Until then, thank you all. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. And stay safe and keep the web open.
Bye, everyone.